to see you. A bit of a tense finish, but 3 points, and West Ham are in the top four. How do you reflect on that performance?
Well, I think it's just the way the Premier League's going. All the games are tight, very little between them. But no, thankfully we got over the line. We had to hang in a little bit in the end, but we've done a good job, and the players have been great.
And I said there about being in the top four. Heard Jesse Lingard post-match say, look, we're not looking at the table, but you must be so proud of this side at the moment. Of course, there are a number of games to come and a tough run for you guys as well, but you must be so proud looking at the table.
Yeah, I think to win this one today was really important because of the games we've got coming up. We know that. And I said a few weeks ago that, if we could sort of hang in there, we might look at it a bit further down the line. We're really excited about it because this time last year we were worrying sick because we were going to get relegated. So we're thrilled about it. But the biggest thing for me, Emma, is we can play much better than we're doing. And that's the bit that excites me and makes me think that there's still better to come.
And on Jesse Lingard, I know you've been asked a lot about him since he joined the club, but a man of the match performance from him today. Did you expect genuinely him to have this kind of impact?
There's a bit of me saying yes. I did. I think Jesse's a really talented footballer, and I think it wasn't long ago he was an England international who was having a big contribution. I think he can play in 2 or 3 positions. He's shown that he's got a goal in him. But I do think, Emma, that going into January transfer window is never an easy time. And I think this was probably one of the hardest because of the pandemic and the difficulty of getting players. So I think to bring somebody in who helps your team and improves it is not an easy thing to do. And at the moment, Jesse's proven that he's helping us and making us better.
And just last couple from me, David. How is Thomas Souček? He looked completely unfazed, but how is he doing?
Well, he got quite a deep cut, as you can imagine. And I have to say, I have to give great credit to my doctors for getting it done in 5 minutes. They've done a brilliant job. But I then also have to give great credit that we had to play for that period with 10 men and try and make sure that we didn't do it in daft. And we did do. So, there was a lot of things in the game where we showed real different parts, character, desire, great commitment, all those things which you want in the players. And that was in abundance for us on show today.
And on a personal note, first win over Jose Mourinho in 16. Was that a record you were aware of going into today's game?
Well, I was obviously aware of it because of how often the media would mention it. But the truth is, it wasn't the most important thing to me. The most important thing today was beating Tottenham Hotspur because they have got a great squad. They have a really good team. And more importantly, they have an excellent manager who's got an array of medals and has been probably one of the hardest opponents to play against over many years.
Thanks, Emma. Jacob Steinberg.
Hi, David. Given that Chelsea and Liverpool dropped points yesterday, did you feel that there was maybe a bit more pressure on you to kind of respond today, especially when it's such a big game for the club, Spurs at home? You must be delighted with how they've done that.
Yeah, Jacob, I'd love to say that we did feel any more pressure. I think I didn't, as much as that I think it was the pressure of a derby game was the important thing today. That we realised that was important for the supporters, that we wanted to get a good result for them. But I think it's what we're trying to do is stay away from what the question actually is to say, Chelsea didn't win or somebody else didn't win. Because where we are is an incredible position at this time in the year. But we showed good form in 2021. We showed good form since we come back from lockdown. So I think the bit for me is I think we're still improving. I think we're still trying to really find our best form. And we've got a bit of competition. Jesse's come in and helped it. We've got Said, we've got Manuel Lanzini, we've got Jared Bowen. So we've got a group of players where I'm saying, come on, if you want to have the jersey, then you're going to continually have to show me and perform well.
Cheers, Jacob. Sammy Mockbell.
Hi, David.
Hi, Sammy.
Yeah. Are you necessarily fussed about managing expectation within the squad and also obviously externally, or is it something that you think that expectation, and given it's kind of unusual at this club in recent years, it's something that you can thrive on?
Well, Sammy, I think your question is, there's a mixed bit here. I actually think that a manager's job is to raise expectation. But then when he does raise expectation, then there's a job to manage expectation. But West Ham, I think, have always been a club who may have won a big game, But what West Ham couldn't do was have consistency and stability. And that's the way I looked at it from my football understanding. So I'm now looking at West Ham and saying, what's the first thing I'd like to do? Well, I'd like to get a consistent level of performance so that we're not a team who are going to be near the bottom or bobbing around too much. I want us to get much higher up. Undoubtedly, we're ahead of our station at this present time. So is there an expectation to finish up there? I don't know if there is. I think it'll be driven by probably the media and other people. But look, I've just told the players we've done half the job. Let's see if we can finish the next half off. Where does that last half take us? I'm really hoping we could get into one of the European competitions. But if it doesn't and we finish outside it, I think it would be hard to say that the players here hadn't had a good year, because they've done a great job at the moment, Sam.
Tony Banks. Thanks, Sammy.
Hi, David.
Hi, Tony.
I just wanted to talk about your defensive performance, if you could, today, because you came under a lot of pressure there. You had 1 or 2 moments. Obviously, we had a little bit of luck with the ball at the bar. But defensively, you must have been delighted with that showing, considering the pressure you came under.
Yeah, Tony, I'm really pleased for a couple of reasons. We actually had to put together another defensive line again, because we've lost Angela Bonner, who's been so consistent, been in excellent form for us. We've had Fabi Balwena at the start of the year. We brought Dawson in, who's done great, and Fabi done brilliant as well in the time. Then now we've gone back to Issa today. So we're really piecing together all the time. So to get the results, and I'm going to use it, muddle through a little bit with it, we've had to keep changing and looking for different formations in different games. So I've got to say, they showed great resilience. But I think they have done, Tony, to be fair, all season. And today was a different performance from the 3-3 result at Spurs, where we were the team who had to come back and show a different side. Today, Tottenham were the team who had to come back and show a different side. And thankfully, we were able to hold out.
Thanks, and well done. Thanks, David.
Thanks, Tony.
Roshane.
Hi, David.
Hi, Roshane.
I thought it was nice that Declan Rice and Fornals joined Lingard to celebrate his goal. I'm just wondering if that's something the players do in the build-up to matches, just practice goal celebrations.
No, because I'm a bit old-fashioned, Roshane. I liked the bit where you sort of hugged the players and you ran away with your 2 arms up in the air. Alan Shearer was always quite a good way. Or, we've seen a few. I'm trying to think of the ones. Who was it who ran with 1 arm up away like that? Was that Trevor Francis? No.
Shearer did one, didn't he?
No, it was Shearer.
Alan Clark.
Alan Clark, there you go. Alan Clark. So for me, they were great celebrations. I'm not sure, Roshane, I know all the new modern ones. Maybe you could show me them, Roshane. Maybe you know all about them. But ultimately, we want the team to celebrate together, because it's a team game, not an individual.
Yeah. Thanks, David. That's my question.
Yeah.
Thanks, Roshane. Jerry Cox.
Hi, David. Congratulations today.
Thank you.
That 3-3 draw back in October, do you think that gave the players the confidence and the sort of belief that they could, hold it with the best of them?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's an amazing run. I think, 4 league defeats since then in 4 months.
I really do, Jerry. Sometimes you need a bit of good fortune in football, in management. You need a bit of good luck. I wouldn't say it was good luck that night, but, Manuel Lanzini's goal was unbelievable in a moment where I just don't think, as a player or as a manager, you get very often. You come from 3-0 down. And how big has that helped us this season? I think it was really big. I think it gave us great confidence. And we had actually played very well, I thought, on the night, especially from 3-0 down. So today, to get another result against Tottenham, who I look at them and I think, the quality of the players they've got, obviously we all know the centre-forward's a top player, So for us to keep them quiet with what we are putting out just now, I think is doing a good job.
Cheers, Jerry. Thanks, everyone. We'll leave it there.
Cheers.
Thank you.